Hey, what's going on, guys? Destructinator here, and today what I have for you guys is another Black Ops 3 video. This time it is absolutely insane. It is a double nuclear with the P06 sniper rifle on the map Fringe. That's right, you guys heard me correctly. I get 2 nuclears in one game with a burst sniper rifle in Black Ops 3. This is absolutely insane, playing some 6v6 domination. So this is probably one of my best gameplays to date. Please be sure to leave a like, guys. Let's see if we can get 150 for a sniper double nuclear. That would be awesome. As far as my double nuclears have gone, this is the only one I have with a sniper. You guys might have seen an episode of Nuclear with Every Gun with the Locust, where I mentioned in that I was actually 2 off a double nuclear with the Locust as well, which would have been crazy too because that's a bolt action. This is sort of semi-auto, but nevertheless, I don't think there's much to complain about when it comes to a semi-auto P06 burst sniper rifle double nuclear. So now that we're a little bit into the video, some of you guys who have been on my channel for a while might be thinking a little bit of something like, I feel like I've seen this gameplay before. It's another moment of deja vu, and I think you guys are right, unfortunately, and I'll explain why in a second here. So basically, as you guys know, I did have an episode of Nuclear with Every Gun with the P06 that went up recently, and that suspiciously was also on Fringe Domination using an ACOG P06 with Dark Matter. So you guys might have connected the dots already, but that gameplay was actually a smaller piece of the gameplay you're watching right here. So I actually had a P06 double nuclear before I got a single nuclear with the P06. I still haven't gotten like a single nuclear by itself. You know, I was trying for it in this game and I ended up getting a double instead. So while you guys might be all of a sudden up in arms like, whoa, Nader, you can't just upload another one of your gameplays like that. That's cheating. That's absolutely cheating. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I do feel a little bit bad about it, but at the same time, guys, it's a P06. You know how hard it is to get a 30 gun streak with the P06 sniper rifle? It's pretty hard, it's really annoying, and I just did not want to do it again. And even though I didn't want to do it again, I did it again in the same game. I just really did not want to try doing it another third time. So if you guys will please forgive me for that, I did actually take the first nuclear of this gameplay and use it as an episode of Nuclear with Every Gun. I don't think it's too big a deal, but hopefully you guys can forgive me. And I did save the better nuclear for this gameplay, so for those of you who have stuck around, make sure to comment down below 2 nuclears, 1 game, because this second one that you guys are about to witness is absolutely insane. The first one was kind of slow, kind of cut up, things like that, but the second one gets really intense because I start pushing the spawn with this burst sniper and everything just goes and hits the wall. It goes insane when I get in the spawn with this. And you know, every single video I've made with the P06, I've said, oh, the P06 wasn't that great, oh, it's not that good, oh, it's not a good gun, and every time I make those videos, someone always comments in the comment section, no, Nader, you're wrong, it's a very good gun, you just don't understand how to use it, you don't really appreciate its true value. And I look at those comments and I laugh to myself and I say, haha, you with your no profile picture and your full name on YouTube, you know nothing, you mortal. How dare you question the judgment of a Call of Duty player like myself. But to all of you who have ever told me that the P06 was actually kind of good, you're right, I can't deny it. You know, getting a double nuclear, it can't be that bad of a gun if I'm able to get a double nuclear, especially since these kids were not the worst. So I think it definitely was a case of just doesn't match my playstyle, which is super rush hard, and I'm very surprised I actually ended up getting the double because I did have to rush for it. It just ended up that I was shooting kids in the side and the back, and they basically just couldn't kill me, so it worked out pretty well. But to all of you who have ever told me that the P06 was better than I thought it was, and to all of the people who I've laughed at mentally, I formally apologize. So now that we've got that all out of the way, it comes to the real question of the day, and the question is, what is the worst gun and what is the best gun in Black Ops 3? We've had patch after patch after patch where they change the guns, they're altering the fire rate, they're changing the recoil of every single weapon in the game, on top of adding new ones like the butterfly knife and the sword and the MX Garand. So now comes the big question, and what is the best gun and what is the worst gun? So I want you guys to leave your answers in the comment section down below. What do you think is the best gun in Black Ops 3 and why? And what do you think is the worst gun and why? Again, this is pretty opinionated, you know, it's not a question that we can very definitively answer. Even if you look at the numbers for certain guns and things like that, I don't think you could really pull out a definitive worst and a definitive best, but it'll definitely be interesting to see what you guys have to say, and I'll get into what I think right now. So personally, as far as the best gun goes, I'm gonna have to go with the Kuda and the ICR, and I know that's a little bit unfair to pick 2 as the best gun in the game, but the Kuda was the best for a really long time. I thought it was the best. It was a lot of fun to use. You guys will see a lot of gameplays in the near future with the Kuda, but they did end up nerfing it recently. It's just not as powerful anymore. It doesn't really pack that same punch, whereas the ICR, they've recently buffed, and it was never really that bad to begin with, so I really like the ICR now that they've made it a lot better. As far as the worst gun in the game, I'm gonna go with not a secondary because that would be kind of cheap, but if I had to go with an overall, it would probably be the Dracon. You know, that gun is just not that fun to use. I don't find it very good at all, but if you guys also want me to stay away from the snipers, then I would have to pick the VMP. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, did, please be sure to leave a like for this P06 double nuclear. My name is Destructinator, and I'll see you guys later.